In a story that's as chilling as it is mysterious, the case of Jay Slater has captured the world's attention, unfolding like a real-life thriller no writer could have scripted. Jay, a 19-year-old apprentice bricklayer from the UK, seemed to vanish into thin air during a holiday in Tenerife, Spain. What began as a cheerful trip with friends to a music festival quickly descended into chaos and confusion. On the morning of June 17th, Jay left a remote Airbnb in the rural mountain village of Masca, trying to find his way back to the main tourist area of Los Cristianos. It was a location miles from civilization, with no easy transport, no water, and terrain that even the most seasoned hikers find challenging. His last known communication was a call to a friend, saying he was lost, his phone battery was dying, and he had no idea where he was. From that moment on, Jay was never seen again. Spanish authorities launched a massive search operation involving helicopters, drones, sniffer dogs, and professional rescue teams. Despite the extensive efforts, not a single trace of Jay, no clothing, no phone, no footprints, was ever discovered. The search was eventually called off after 14 days. But that's where the story begins to twist into something much darker. Locals reported strange sightings in the area following Jay's disappearance. Whispers of a disoriented man wandering, voices echoing in the cliffs at night, even strange lights in the mountains. Then there were the two older British men he had been staying with, unidentified, uncooperative, and now vanished back to the UK without giving clear statements. Why was Jay so far from his own hotel? Why did he leave with people his friends barely knew? Rumors swirled online. Some believed Jay was lured into a trap, maybe something involving drugs, human trafficking, or even organ harvesting. Others suggested he ran afoul of local criminals in a part of the island tourists are usually warned to avoid. A growing number of TikTokers, amateur sleuths, and conspiracy theorists took to social media, investigating GPS coordinates, Google Earth images, and even drone footage, claiming to have spotted possible campsites, figures, and shadows in the mountains. Still, nothing definitive emerged. Meanwhile, Jay's mother flew to Tenerife and has since been vocal, suggesting that Spanish authorities did not take the case seriously enough. She's raised thousands in donations, and even hired private investigators, determined not to let her son's story fade away. But as days turned into weeks, and media coverage intensified, new questions emerged. Why were there no CCTV sightings of Jay on the main road out of Masca? Why did his phone last ping in an area where there's almost no signal? How did he even end up 30 kilometers from his original location, without a vehicle, money, or a plan? Then came the most haunting discovery. A message sent anonymously to a UK-based crime podcaster claiming to know what really happened. The tipster alleged that Jay witnessed something he shouldn't have, a violent confrontation in a nightclub days before, and was chased down by locals connected to an underground ring that operates in remote areas of the island. Spanish police neither confirmed nor denied the claims. But the tip reinvigorated online theories, and sparked a second wave of amateur searches by tourists and influencers alike. Then came another twist. Weeks after the disappearance, a hiker claimed to have seen what he thought was a man resembling Jay, dirty and barefoot, limping down a ridge around 10 kilometers from the last known location. Authorities investigated but again found nothing. But Jay's family clung to that one faint hope. Could he be alive, hiding, hurt? Maybe even suffering from memory loss or trauma? Could he have stumbled into an abandoned property or cavern in the mountains, and survived off rainwater and foraged food? It wouldn't be the first time someone had gone missing in the wild, and been found weeks later. But the environment of Masca is harsh, full of sharp volcanic rock, wild animals, and deadly cliffs. Many began to believe that if Jay was still alive, it was a miracle. By week 4, an anonymous video began circulating online, grainy footage showing a man running through a narrow trail at sunset. The uploader refused to confirm the source, but claimed it was taken the day after Jay disappeared. Facial recognition experts examined the clip, but couldn't confirm the identity. Still, the family held on to every new thread. As of today, Jay's case remains unsolved. No body. No evidence. No final message. Just a haunting silence and a desperate family clinging to hope. It has become a modern-day mystery, the kind that gnaws at the edges of society's subconscious. How can a young man just vanish, with no trace, no answers, and no closure? In a world of surveillance, satellites, and social media, Jay Slater's disappearance feels like a ghost story born in an age of overconnection. And yet, it's real. It happened. And as time moves on, the pressure builds. On local authorities, on those who last saw him, and on the online investigators who refuse to let this case go cold. Whether Jay Slater met foul play, got lost, or staged a disappearance, his story is now a symbol of everything that haunts us about the unknown. Until his fate is revealed, his name will echo through the cliffs of Masca, unanswered and unforgettable.